do we got to do? Okay, call Dad real quick. And then just you do all the talking and just ask him for his advice.
See, we're actually remiss in that Brian had told me that when they had their group, the Cambridge Countdowns, Art, who was quite handy with the hands, built and put together a really neat, unique rocket launching system. We were going to call him, have him dig that thing out and send it to us, and we got so busy in Rocky V and parade stuff that we didn't do it. And so I'm especially a little depressed. I would have loved
Art Phelps, please,
to have used that as the launching system for today. We're going to give Art a call, because he's been to so many of these.
He's not in the plant? Is he on vacation?
And get him at home.
Dad's on vacation, didn't even know it. Call him at home.
All right, so we're going to get him on the phone. Hopefully he can give a few tips from the experienced one. Because there's always one person out at the rocket launch who pretty much handles business as it is, gives you bits of advice that you need when you need them.
I bet you this launching mechanism is still at our house.
It ain't going to help us much today. Would love to have it. Wish we did. Because it's involved from what I hear.
Got something coming up there, buddy?
Yeah, it did just now.
I just kind of felt that.
Had some Taco Bell late last night, and that chili's starting to reel on me. I can taste a bit of that dinner from last night, too.
God, nobody's answering. All
right, now
Hey, Dad? This is Brian. Are you busy? Well, you sound busy. Should we call you back? Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got a big rocket launching today. Mark built the Saturn V. Remember the Estes? He just goes, oh, yeah, and he just wanted to ask you some advice. Do you have 30 seconds? Okay, good. Put him up.
Morning, Art.
Morning.
Mark Thompson here.
Mark the Narc.
How are you, baby?
Mark the Narc.
I'm fine.
Art, the reason that we're calling is that I would say we, but I have prepared a rocket, and Brian is, he's poking fun, basically, Art. Poking fun that at the age of 35 I would still be building Estes rockets and flying them. But today we're going to launch the Saturn V. Do you remember the Saturn V, Art, the big 4.5 foot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now it reels with all Rocketeers.
That was, what, a 3-stage, Mark?
Well, at one point it was a Cluster 3 engine rocket, and so many Rocketeers, much like myself, plowed the damn thing into the ground that they've gone with the single-engine D12-3 engine. Remember that one, Art?
That's a biggie.
Hey, there you go, pal. The Rocketeers, they stand in fear when you mention the D12-3. Now, Art, let me just, and I think you're going to find it difficult to believe what's actually taking place, but Skylord, who does traffic from the helicopter on our show, he has actually made a $20 bet, a round-robin bet, that my parachutes won't deploy when it comes time for parachute deploying. Brian, your son, the giver, the friend, the kind gent, who I love, by the way, did go with my side. He's bet 20 on them that they will come out. But I need, if you have any tips, any bits of advice that I could use, because frankly, I'm nervous. It's the Virgin flight, never flown before. And if there's anything you could tell me to make me feel better. Because right now, Art, we're T-minus 2 hours and 5 minutes from liftoff.
Well, the big secret is all in the way you roll your wrist when you fold the shoe.
All in the way. Now, could you give me an idea as to what it is? Because I want to get that.
You know what he's talking about.
I'm digging
Come
it, though. Roll your wrist as you fold. Can you give me an idea as to what we're dealing with?
You have got to go from right to left, right to left, right to left. Do not, under any circumstances, go left to right.
All right, are we getting this? All right, right,
smack him around.
Right to left.
Right to left.
To left.
Right to left.
Never left to right.
Never, ever.
Left to right. Right to left.
Puppy will come down like a rock.
Which can be entertaining, huh, Art?
Dad, do you remember that launching mechanism you built, the Cambridge Countdowns?
Oh, certainly.
See, we were remiss, Art. Brian had brought that up, and we were going to call you about 2 weeks ago and ask that you go try to locate it and Federal Express that thing to us so that we could launch the rocket on that launch pad.
That's a thing of the past. We cleaned out the toy box of mine well, it's been a year or two ago, and that, I'm afraid, was a casualty.
No, you threw it away?
Had to.
Oh, Art, all right, hang on. Listen, Brian has gone into severe depression now.
Dad built that specifically for our club.
That was, it had a fail-safe on it.
Fail-safe and a key lock.
Right.
And lights. You see, he works for an elevator company, and he made it out of an elevator part, so there was like elevator buttons and stuff. It was so cool.
Just imagine the buzz when you put in the key, you turn it, and all those lights would flash.
It was so great.
That's what we need, Art. Any tidbits you maybe could give us as Brian Phelps as a little Rocketeer with his cute little Cambridge Countdowns T-shirt on?
He what?
Well, I was telling the story, Dad, about, remember the first rocket I ever tried to build was the Little John, I believe?
Oh, yes.
Level 4, by the way.
It's a toughie.
And that was the very first rocket, and I was sitting there. The thing was in shambles. I had to get it done for the county fair to be judged for 4-H the very next day, and I was nowhere near getting done. And I'm not that good with my hands anyway. So I looked at my dad, and I said, Dad, what can I do here? He said, got a match? Do you remember saying that?
I don't remember that, no.
You did. You were so supportive.
The fatherly advice.
Well, get back to what you were doing.
Right to left. Never,
Right to left.
never.
Do not go left or right.
Okay. All right, that's it then. And again, Art, D12-3, baby.
Oh, my. I get a piece of the action out here. I've got, $6, $7 that I'm not needing right now.
So you going to bet against him or with him?
Oh, I'm with him if he goes right to left.
I'm in.
To
Right
left.
to left. No, right to left. Okay, I'm in. The folding process. Dig it. I've got it. Thank you.
Okay, Dad. Thanks. I love you.
You bet. Love you, son. Bye-bye.
All right, there it is. Tips like that. Hey, tips like that, they don't come free, pal.
All right, I got to tell you, and I wouldn't tell you this if you were out here listening. But I said, Dad, are you busy? When I first initially called, he goes, well, I'm a little busy. And what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm coloring your mother's hair. So as he spoke to you, know that he had those plastic gloves on, and that ammonia smell was like getting to him.
He's a giver, baby.
he really is.
He's from way back. Again, you pull on the advice of a fellow Rocketeer, they come through for you.
They stand in fear. Okay.
We are T-minus 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Oh,
we are
God.
counting. We are go at this point.